Well then, guess we're back here on Twitch, the motherland. We're gonna start this chapter from the beginning because like I feel like I have lost everything here. Like the fact that it took me so long to process the fact that I'm going to start this game, the fact that it didn't lag once when I was playing those shitty ARAM games, but it decided to go down when I started the freaking chapter. I'm mad. I'm mad. But anyway, we're gonna restart the chapter. We literally just got to Yorick. Oh my god, I'm so mad. We'll have to go back. We're gonna start the chapter from the beginning. And hopefully here, we're not gonna have the issues. I highly doubt we're gonna have the issues here. YouTube. So, let's go back. Oops, wrong one. Nice. So, we're going back at the beginning to the beginning of the chapter when we meet the one dude that is hella weird. So, let's go again. So, at last, the day has finally come for you to face the ultimate evil. With great trepidation, you and your fellow Sentinels set foot on the wretched harrowed soil of the Shadow Isles. Wow, it's really loud here. My alert box. I'm gonna mute that one. You sure about this, Senna? I mean, maybe there's some more recruits out there to be found. I think we're a little past that now. What about the Void? Has anyone ever recruited there? It's bound to have some real untapped talent. Now, we said on the YouTube that it makes sense that it would point out that there's untapped talent in the Void because the Void is just known for the Void. Nobody lives in the Void. There are no humans in the Void. Therefore, there shouldn't be any Sentinels in the Void or anything that can be a Sentinel in the Void. Just bringing it up randomly is ridiculous to me. Because nobody knows of 𝗂𝗽𝗧. Nobody knows of Kassadin. Nobody knows of Malzahar, okay? They're like all chilling there, and like 𝗂𝗽𝗧 is just trying not to be a monster. But then she like ensaving all these poor people that like end up being in there or dragging people in there to show them the truth of what's going on in the Void, and then it brings them back. But like, just Lucian dropping the fact that there might be someone in the Void that we can, like, dude, you just saw Shurima probably for the first time. What are you talking about? Anyway, so that makes no sense that he would just do that. Moving on. Lucian, it's time to strike. Do you really think I'd have dragged everyone here to the land of eternal death if I wasn't absolutely sure? Another thing that I pointed out is that the Shadow Isles, for everything that we've known, you can't step on it. You have like a protection sphere around you when you go there. Stepping on it and like going anywhere near certain places can just make Thresh locate you. So the moment someone steps on the foot of the Shadow Isles, Thresh knows that, and Thresh will come and he will take your soul whether you like it or not. That's what we even saw in the 𝗤𝗪𝙪 cinematic. You don't just casually go row into the Shadow Isles with your buddies, step onto that wretched land, and go on a freaking field trip. Like, it doesn't work like that. That land is cursed beyond, like, imagination, and the fact that they're all just chilling on the Shadow Isles, going to, like, the heart of, fucking 𝗤𝗪𝙪 Chernobyl over here is just, it's just dumb. Like, right here, here, Thresh knows they're there. Viego knows that they have stepped onto the land. They bring out a whole army of ghouls, and they kill them all, and he takes Senna's, soul. Like, this is where it ends. It shouldn't be like, yes, here we stepped, now we're gonna meet someone, and then they're gonna help us. Like, no, this is GG. And the fact that, like, they're not making it a lot harder to get to the island and actually stepping onto the island and trying to find a way to do it, or like speaking to a Buru island, anyone to tell them how to do that. Like, you don't know anything about this. Moving on. I know it's hard, but I need you to trust me here. I trust you. Hell, if there's one thing I know about you, is that you're doing what's best for everyone. Just maybe not what's best for yourself. Good. Then let's not talk doom and gloom in front of the others. They're gonna need to hold tight to whatever moral they've got in this place. You must go no further. You're all doomed, said the random guy who just randomly lives on the island. Well, that didn't help. Who are you? Just a batty old sentinel who's trying to stop you from killing yourselves. You think you can fight him? Think you can go right to this throne and take him out? That's the plan. You'd be a ruined husk before your feet ever touched his island. Nobody survives in the heart of the mist. That's why I live here, in the Outer Isles. Never venture any deeper. You actually live here? You mean you eat and sleep in this dreadful place? Somebody's got to. That's how I keep an eye on things. How I know the Isle is so good. And why I know better than to head straight into the middle of them like a damn fool.
Do you have better plan for attack, or are you just going to continue installing our commanding officer?
If you want to survive these Isles long enough to reach the Ruined King, you need to see a friend of mine. He's the only other person I know here that ain't dead. Of course, he ain't quite alive either. He also ain't really a friend, if you want to get technical. He's kind of a loner. Not all there, if you ask me. Great. Really looking forward to that conversation. I'll take you straight to him then. He's on the next island over. Why am I the only one who gets sarcasm? So this is really exciting because this is the first time where we see
where Mr. Yorick, where he lives. We know where he lives. This is his house. This is his crib. This is where he grew up. And this is where he died. Well, technically not died, but kind of did die. So,
it's really cool because, you know, we've never really gotten any more pictures from the Shadow Isle, so now the fact that we are getting it, it's super, 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 super cool. For those who don't know much about Yorick Mori, he was, the reason, like, he was kind of like an outcasted and shunned by other people was because he had the ability to speak to spirits. And they, like, kind of saw him as, like, you know, an insane person and kind of like judged him for being like pretty much the only monk who could actually speak to the undead. So the reason why he's like grave digging and he has ghouls and he can speak to the spirits around him, that's part of it. So using a rickety boat made of whale bones, the old veteran sentinel takes you on to a neighboring island. Here, the mist is noticeably thicker, and the eerie voice of a female specter carries on the black wind. What a foul voice of the netherworld was that? I don't know. Let's hope this mystery loner shows up soon. The mist is getting really ornery. In the harrowed fog ahead, a figure approaches. Greetings, travelers. It has been so long since I have seen a mortal face. Except for mine. You saw me 2 summers ago. What am I, hagfish liver? Who are you? I am told you can help us survive in this place.
I am a simple grave digger, forever cursed, doomed to eternal twilight, neither living nor dying, as I roam these isles. Ah! Ah! My boy! You're finally here! Ah! Again! It's been 4 years! Oh, my baby! My baby! And he looks so good too. They did such an amazing job with how he looks. Oh.
I was afraid they're gonna like butcher him, make him like some like skinny bitch as well.
But no, he's good. He's well, he's healthy, and he's big.
Oh, somebody cut your line too? But my curse is also my protection. A wraith emerges from the mist behind Yorick. As it speaks, you recognize it as the voice you heard when you first landed on the island. You have no need of protection. There is nothing to fear. Join me in blissful ruination. Blood of the Iceborn. This mopping shoveler has got a wraith on his ass? She's the maiden of the mist, forever whispering in my ear, tempting me to join the harrowed masses. She would have taken me long ago, were it not for this. Yorick presents a vial of water hanging from a chain around his neck. It is all that remains of the waters of life. Wait a minute. The waters of life, aren't they what caused the whole ruination in the first place? It was Viego's misuse of the waters. His mistake tore down the veil between living and dead, between spirit and flesh. Well, very good looking flesh, you know? The fixed flesh. Yeah. But used correctly, they can save your lives. I saved what little I could of those precious waters. Though only a few drops remain. It is enough to protect you. That is why you have come, is it not? Like an arcane priest from a distant time and place, Yorick anointed each of the Sentinels with a single drop of the waters of life. Welcome to the Church of Mori with our Baptist, Yorick, who's baptizing all the Sentinels before they're going into war. I want to be baptized by Yorick, but no, wait, for real though. We're really using the waters on the Sentinels? Like the few drops that are remaining, he's just like giving it to them? Thank you, Gravedigger. You are a true light in this darkness, brighter than any star in the heavens. Into my eyes, Diana! Not two of my mains! I'm so happy! Diana and Yorick having a moment. I never thought this day will come where two of my mains are actually going to meet one another. Oh. Now, you're fit to take on the Ruined King, or at least not die instantly. But before you engage him, I believe I have something that belongs to you. Yorick turns to the Maiden of the Mist, who brings to a wail in protest. Yorick, you mean to give me away? Do I mean nothing to you? Wait. Is that dreadful thing a feather? Yep. Once again, Isolde's feathers begin to glow inside Senna's and Gwen. To their surprise, the Maiden of the Mist joins them, pulsing with the same light. Yes, she's another piece of the Queen. A truly awful piece, this feather is nothing but pain. I knew it! I said it! I said it! I told you guys that it was her. It's so obvious. And also, like, letting her go with them is kind of like how he does it in game, where he just like lets her go into like a different lane and he can go to a different lane. So like, the question is, are they like really going to like remove her away? Because they can't do that, because that's Yorick's ult. How could she, I mean, we, be something so terrible? Everyone has some darkness inside them, Gwen. I can't promise this will be pleasant, but we're going to need to talk to her. Very well, miss. I shall muster all my courage and courtesy. Senna, Gwen, and the Maiden of the Mist begin flickering in unison, communicating in some unspoken language. A few feet away, Lucian looks on with dread. Why so down, friend? I don't know where this is headed, but it can't be any place good. Bringing 𝗵𝗵𝗱 to the ruined scoundrel? That doesn't not qualify as good. I got no idea what they're planning, but something tells me that 𝗬𝘀𝘀 is gonna have to leave Senna. And when he does, well, you keep that absolver ready. Is this the only reason you brought me on this mission, to revive your wife? Not gonna lie, it's an awfully big part of it. Lucian, you're the one who convinced me to abandon my own foolish quest to revive Shadia. I gave up everything for this, to come here and fight the harrowing. Yet you cannot give up your foolish quest? That makes me seem a fool. You don't get it. I've lost her before. So that's it then? Your loss is more important than mine? Homeboy speaking facts, though. Senna and Gwen finished their discussion with the Maiden of the Mist. It's time to head out, everyone. Let's take this bastard down. Don't raise your eyebrow at me. Just do your damn job, alright? Okay. Next. Oh my god, I love the art of the Shadow Isles. I love it so much. As the Sentinels' whalebone ship moors on the beach of Viego's island, you feel your blood run cold. Deep in your soul, you know you may never leave this place. This is it, Sentinels. If we go down fighting. And spend eternity here, flailing around with ghouls. So fight hard. You two know what you have to do, right? Ready, miss. Good. Senna touches the softly glowing spot near her heart. Let's hope she's ready too. Speaking of readiness, has anyone seen Mr. Grappling Hooks? Akshan, did he bail on us? I don't believe it! After all that, he's gone back to Shurima to hunt those warlords. How does he plan on getting home? Is he gonna grappling hook across the ocean? I know, you can say it, Senna. You were right. I'll be sure to rub it in when this is over. Now is hardly the time. I'll see you on the other side of this, babe. Move out. On Senna's cue, the Sentinels charge into the harrowed court of the Ruined King. Well, Vex, did I not promise you great awfulness? The entire world is now as dark and miserable as my heart is without her. Is it not all you hoped? Yeah, I guess. And now, it is time for the rulers of 𝗵𝗵𝗻 to be reunited. A beautiful ending to a tale that once seems a tragedy. I've got your ending, you sick, deranged fiend. Senna, as expected, you arrived just in time to play your part in my matrimonial reunion. Viego eyes Gwen and the Maiden. You even brought the other two missing pieces, just as I knew you would. We aren't here for you, Mr. Selfish Ghostly King. We're here for Isolde. And this time, I'm not going to hide. Charge! Gwen, Senna, and the Maiden of the Mist lead the charge as the Sentinels spring from their hiding spots, attacking Viego with every gun, bow, and blade at their disposal. Now Gwen. Using her needle, Gwen summons threads of hallowed mist, binding Viego's limbs in place. The Ruined King's face turns even more pallid as he realizes he's in for the fight of his life. Oh? That is such a sick outfit, though? Wait. You ain't gonna win this, ruined freak. We dug up the army of Sentinels, the finest warriors in Runeterra, just itching to put a hole in your pale green ass. Oh, it seems you may have missed a couple. Oh, without warning, a ruined Des and Ada appear behind Senna and hold her in place. Yo, them fits though. Again, did we have... was this like... Hey, old boss, did you miss us? Des, Ada, what are you doing? Nothing personal, but there's a new boss now. He's got a few ranks on you, being king and all, sorry. The two Piltovans begin to drag Senna towards Viego. No! Senna! In the commotion, Viego thrust his sword rearward straight into Gwen's body. Is this pain? I don't think I like it one bit. Gwen! Viego shakes off the hollowed mist binding and signals to Karma. Using her spirit tether, Karma holds Senna, Gwen, and the Maiden of the Mist in place near the Ruined King's throne. Bitch, are you Morgana? Karma, what are you doing? This is not the spirit's will. There is much the spirit does not know. This delicate balance must be held fast. Abort the plan. Get Senna out of here. The Sentinels attempt to rush Viego and free their comrades, but Viego's harrowed servants quickly act to thwart the attack, throwing themselves between their king and the interploring Sentinels. Nobody sinks the king of 𝗂𝗪𝘃. Ha 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 ha. 𝗬𝘀, are you there? All at once, 𝗬𝘀's fetters, living and dead, flash with a brilliant light as if screaming out. What's that, 𝗬𝘀? You're right, my love. This is all wrong. Such a special moment demands a more fitting backdrop. There is only one place suitable for our reunion, the very place that birthed our love. Viego extends his sword towards Vex. A torrent of black mist flows through his weapon towards the Yordle and begins to interact with her shadow. Oh, is this me? Okay, fine. Vex's shadows, now infused with Viego's magic, takes the form of a swirling portal. The time has come, my subjects, to reclaim our glorious kingdom of old. One by one, Viego's magic pulls the fetters through the open portal. The maidens of the mist, Gwen, and all of the inanimate fetters disappear into the unknown. Senna, I'm coming! Lucian struggles to shoot his way through the line of ruined warriors between him and Senna. Lucian, I'm the one who has to do this. Lucian stops his progress and closes his tear-filled eyes. Lucian, you're letting her go? This is what she wants. I have to let her do it. Lucian watches as Des and Ada shove Senna through the shadow portal. He then turns and cries out as he opens fire on Viego's army. You feel your adrenaline's rush as the shadow portals begin to close. Oh. Okay. Okay. So they can basically fuse each other's powers and turn into a portal. You know, Senna, you could just not go in the portal, just saying, yeah, right, Tesla? Maga planting trees nearby. Carthus is somewhere nearby singing the battle soundtracks. The Void has some untapped talent. Lucian Loki wants to tap Kai'Sa's cheeks. Oh my god, rare. Not now. Hecarim eating grass! Stop! Oh my god. So Viego is not using any of his actual warriors that he had for so many years. And the Spirits of Vengeance hasn't shown up yet, so maybe she will? You know, to avenge this? You know? That would make sense? At the last possible second, you leap through the collapsing shadow portal. An instant later, you come out the other side into a strange, unfamiliar place. Ooh! In the ruins of an old palace, Gwen, Senna, and Maiden are held fast by Viego's black mist. The Ruined King looks at you with surprise and contempt. Well, it seems we have one more. Welcome, young one, to 𝗂𝗪𝘃. Rejoice, for you are about to witness a great event that will be marked by history for ages to come. The renewal of my kingdom and my blessed nuptials. Oh my god, really? Like, these are the responses to, like, this fucking situation right now? The bond between me and my queen is a powerful force. All who stand between us will suffer what they deserve. I think I'm afraid, miss. Is this normal? I think of your joy, Gwen. He can never take that. Gwen and Senna suddenly fall silent as the light of his souled spirit shoots forth from their eyes. All around you, the feathers living and inanimate, blaze with the light of her ancient soul. At long last, you watch it in awe as the light goes out in each feather, and his souled spirit takes a shape in the center of the ruins. Viego, what has happened? You have been remade, my queen. After centuries of toil and heartache, my queen has returned. She looks literally like every single anime mom that has like a really, really tragic, horrible death. She's an anime mom. I never wanted this. What? You don't understand, Viego. You never did. You turned our season of love into an eternity of bitterness and madness. And for what? An obsession? My queen, I love you with all my heart. Why does she kind of look like Seraphine, though? Like if you put her with like pink hair, she kind of looks like Seraphine. Okay. And I loved you until my final breath. Why wasn't that enough? Our tragedy should have died with me, not with this. Isolde looks somberly at the bodies of Senna and Gwen. For the first time, you realize you're lying on the ground, cold and lifeless. Oh no, Lucian's gonna kill me. Yeah, right. Let them be damned. I would sacrifice all the lives in this wretched world for our love. The love you call ours is but your own. Ooh. Yikes! Your black and broken heart has destroyed everything. Do you feel nothing? Nothing for me at all? Not the silence, ma'am! Oh my god! Oh goodness. Oh god. Oh wow. Wow, that's cold. Wow, that's cold. She literally left him on red. Wow. Dude. Yikes. Yes, I feel pity. Oh. It's even worse. Dude, it's even worse. Oh my god. She left him on red and then responded with, yeah, I feel pity. Girl. Girl. Wow. Yeah, I totally feel you, Viego. That's like, that's your moment, yeah. In a fit of rage, Viego thrusts his sword at you, piercing you clean through. This vile world, it has corrupted your soul, locked you away for so long. You feel the harrowing rushing into your wound as ruination seizes your mind. No, must fight this, can't give in. You see, my love? Everyone bends to my will, return to me, and they will bend to ours. No, for the first time in life or death, I am free. My place is elsewhere. You do not know what you say, my queen. Our story, history's greatest love story has been based by these villains. Imagine that all this time Isolde was actually having a moment with Thresh. Imagine her and Thresh though. Thresh the wife stealer. Okay. Viego walks toward the bodies of Gwen and Senna, his sword raised, black mist flaring all around him. I will not let them decide our fate. The flash of the Sentinel gunshots stop him in his tracks. Realizing he has just been shot in the back, Viego whirls around to find a strange face in his court. Hello, 𝗬𝗪𝙪. Payback time. Who is this? Just a guy. A guy who has sneaked through your portal to do what fate should have done long ago. Wait, why are you not dying? Action spirit sinks as he realizes Viego is walking toward him, unharmed, with his sword poised to strike. What has happened? I travel halfway around the world to absolve a 𝗬𝗪𝙪, and this 𝗬𝗪𝙪 will not absolve? Perhaps you aim at the wrong target. My time in this realm has long passed. This is a wrong. Oh, this is a wrong you can right. Wow. My brain cells. This is a wrong you can right. Okay. Isolde motions to Senna, Gwen, and harrowing all around. Action ponders for a second, then nods. And fires his absolver at Isolde. No! Isolde's spirit begins to dissipate, fluttering away in tiny pieces like embers from a fire. What have you done? My love, come back! Viego frantically claws at the air, trying to collect the bits of his queen's fading soul. As the urination fades from your mind, you hear two familiar voices at your back. What just happened? Rookie, is that you? Senna, Gwen, you're back. I don't understand. Please, we can discuss our brushes with death later, but right now, does anyone know of a way to stop this guy? Because he will not accept his 𝗬𝗵𝘱. I will not be able to pronounce that word no matter how hard I'll try. You see Viego still scrambling to collect the floating pieces of his queen. The black mist that flared about him has diminished. Honestly, I feel really bad for Viego. Like, it's just... Like, yes, he's a bad guy. Yes, he had turned to madness. But this is just, like, so sad. Like, he basically lost his queen twice. Like, if he wasn't fucked then, I don't know how fucked he will be now. He looks weak now. I just might know a way. On my signal, everyone rush him. While Viego's guard is down, Senna, Gwen, and Akshan rush him with a flurry of attacks. Senna blasts him with her cannon, while Gwen binds his limbs with hallowed mist. Akshan hurls a boomerang into his face. Ha! Feel the wondrous boomerang. You will answer for this crime against your queen. As Viego's focuses return, he appears to be regaining strength and pulling free from Gwen's binding once again. Rookie, you wanna help here? Say something to put him on his heels. Listen, Warren King, I know it hurts, but you'll find a new dead bride to obsess over. Ghost queens are a dime a dozen. Morgana. You are wrong. You can never know her beauty. The world does not understand. Now! Senna and Akshan attack again while Gwen puts the final touches on her bindings, securing Viego in place. There we go. Flawless stitching, guaranteed to hold. No, I'm lost. How long will these stitches hold him? Why, I suppose they will last until another seamstress of equal talent come along to undo them. Gwen, I think I can safely say there is no such person. Well done. Looks like you're not going anywhere, King Scoundler. Oh my. What's wrong, Gwen? I'm afraid I don't understand. Why am I still here? That's an easy one. Isolde technically killed you by pulling her soul from your body. I used the Absolver on her, and therefore brought you back. No thanks are necessary. But I was her joy. Without her, who am I? And the maiden, who is she now? Why do I linger? I must know! Hell if I know. I guess that's as good as a guess as anything. Wow. The maiden still lives. Hell if I know. Wow. Whoever wrote the ending was probably, I'm so done with this shit. Like, I'm so over this that this is like a legitimate answer. And they stitched him to the, like, to what? To the ground? They just stitched him to the ground? A bigger question too, which there may be no answer. How can we get back from this place? The portal is no more. That's right, Rookie. Could you use your Wayfinder? But I would leave all our friends stranded in the Shadow Isles. Lucian's probably worrying his head off. We have to go back to them. What are we going to do? From the shadow, at the periphery, a small, surely voice speaks. If I help you, do you promise to stop being annoying? No. No. Oh! No! 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 Come on! How did we end up here? How did we end up here? I mean it. If I see any pep or bright colors, I'm out of here. Vex, you're not trying to kill us. Are you telling me you can help us get back to the Shadow Isles? What's the catch, Yordle? Catch? Oh. That is so try-hard. I don't do that crap. This pain! Oh! Stop. The truth is, I've got nothing against you guys. Not more than I've got against most people anyway. How touching. You aren't mad that we just took down Viego. Nah, I'm through with him. I thought Viego was cool at first, because he was making everything dark and miserable. But he wanted dark and miserable for all the wrong normie reasons. The guy was a complete fraud. That's cute, but this is stupid. You Sentinels might be stupid tryhard normies, but at least you know what you are. Why does Vex sound like every 15-year-old Yasuo main? I can almost not hate you for that. Oh, that's so. I mean, that's whatever. It's whatever, right? Sure, Shadow, make the thing. So Shadow can make the portal without Viego's powers now. With the remaining black mist, right? Convenient. That's right. Whatever. Nameless Sentinel tryhard. Ruka is fine. I said whatever. You look into the shadow portal that awaits, and then Senna, who gives you a reassuring nod. Well, Rookie, ready to jump for it. With Senna, Gwen, Akshan, and the Maiden of the Mist at your side, you jump through Vex's portal and arrive back in the Ruined King's court. A few yards away, Lucian is whipping with his back to you. Senna, why'd you have to go? Why the hell did I just sit there and watch you? Because you knew our love was strong enough for you to let me. Okay, Senna. Lucian and Senna throw their arms around each other, both whipping with joy. As you can plainly see, I did my damn job. Wife brought back from the dead, Queen Isolde at peace, no big deal. Lucian and Senna remain locked in their embrace. I see. I will fish for compliments later. You spot Yorick somberly etching a symbol in the dirt with the butt of his shovel. Yorick, why do you poke in the dirt? Isolde's last rites. You bury her without a corpse. A being is more than a physical form, you know this. She endured too much for far too long. She deserves peace. As do I, and in time, you will know it. What happened here? Did we miss all the wonderful fighting and screaming? You should have seen it. We'll find them blade and to bone. Both axes did swing with the full fury of the 𝗬𝗪 himself. Never thought I'd say this, but we owe much to this one here. Wait, are you talking to me? About me? You fought, how do I say this? Quite well, for an Oxian. Why, thank you. And you? You were fine, I guess. Fine? Yeah, you know, pretty average. You really wanted to go the extra mile, you could have saved my butt 9 times instead of 8. That was sarcasm. Hey, Navary gets it. So then, what about all the ghosty green people? Are they still angry at us? I think what they're feeling is shame. See for yourself. Not one of my proudest moments, getting blackjacked by some royal corpse. I nearly brought war to all humanity. Stop. Stop. Stop! 𝗬𝘀𝘚 has let himself down, as well as his countless fans. 𝗬𝘀𝘚 wants to fight himself to the death. We're all under Viego's spell. Let us learn from this and make our spirit stronger. Wow, I must say, this turned out rather splendidly. Yeah, score one of the Sentinels. I'm looking forward to a 2-day nap. Return to take one last look at the Shadow Isles, your nose wrinkling in disgust at the vast amount of harrowing that remains. Whatever. Wait, hold up. If we stop Viego, it should have stopped the Black Mist too. Good point. Sure is an awful lot of harrowing lingering here. Something evil is present, hoarding this mist like food for winter. Oh boy, cat's on the trail of something again. It is familiar, far stronger than any predator I have ever encountered, and it is close. Let me guess, it's Thresh. You hear the clink of chain approaching from a thick patch of mist. The figure glides towards you, slowly stepping into the faint light of the Shadow Isle moon. So, So, this is where the chips fall when our game is done. Thresh. No. Gotta say, he's not bad looking. Much less monstery than I thought he'd be. Yo, do you remember that one line that Thresh says when he says that the flesh is a cage? And then the whole point of Thresh is just not being a human. The fact that they just made it so and had to add the fact that Vayne simps it, even though she's a monster hunter, but she's simping Thresh. With all my hate to Vayne, I must confess, I've missed the feel of a corporal form. For the first time in centuries, I feel alive. No! You're not missing the fucking form because you never wanted to be in that form because that's what your character is all about. You want to be this monstrosity, you want to give up on this fucking humanity because it just holds you back. So, no, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it! You don't feel alive because you're not alive! Oh! Stop! 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 Just stop! Just fucking stop! Stop! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo! I understand! You have a mobile game with like kids that want to play it. I get it. But please, for the love of fucking god, why this? Why did I waste all my 5 years on reading this fucking lore? Everything that you have written for the past 10 fucking years I have read! And I have this too to thank. You feel a cold shock wash over you as you realize Thresh is looking at you and Lushan. Lushan, what is he talking about? Don't be coy, Lushan. Our tries and Ishtal, a bag between traitors, the ruined king crown. Is this the reason you stand here victorious and still living, is it not? And the reason I now reign supreme in these isles. Lushan, say something. It's not what you think, Senna. I just needed information. It was to protect you. So you partnered with Thresh. I don't believe this. You're as much to blame as he is, rookie. Keeping secrets from your commanding officer. I ought to shoot the both of you. Do not forget Rengar, where I was involved too, due to my extraordinary secret-keeping instincts. Oh, I have just spoke the secret out loud, haven't I? I feel ashamed. Unbelievable. What kind of Sentinel team have I been leading? The kind who must now pay its debt. Debt? What debt? The soul you took from my lantern, of course. Senna, you didn't really think I would forget about that little transgression, did you? Thresh raises his lantern towards Senna, expectantly. Sentinels, what say we show this old pretty boy how we treat someone who threatens our commander? Think a wave of his scythe, Thresh knocks all the Sentinels backward, head over heels, into the barren, rocky earth. It seemed so easy, did it not? Though you could cheer your way out of this with your cheap relic stone toys. Petulant children, you have no idea the power I now hold. Every bit of dark power wasted by that brooding egomaniac I collected with great care. So I ask again, who will pay your debt? Sentinels look at each other with panicked uncertainty as Thresh extends his lantern once again. If I cannot get one, I will take you all. I'm really being as fair as I can possibly be. I'll go. What? Lushan, stop. I brought him here. This is my doing. That may be, and frankly, I am mad as hell at you, and I'm not letting you do this. You look around of the faces of your fellow Sentinels, the thoughts visible on their faces. Though none of them are cowards, all of them are terrified. You suddenly feel a heroic calling deep in your soul, and your next words flow from your mouth and bite. Of course! Of course! Yeah! 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 Rookie, no, well then, it appears I have my soul. Such a young soul too! Some may say it's a waste, but I find my less experienced souls to be so much sweeter. You look around at the other members of your order silently pleading with you to reconsider. Come along then. Let's not waste eternity. Before you can say farewell, Thresh thrusts his lantern towards you, and you feel yourself being sucked into a deep pit, darker than that night itself. He's not supposed to be even sucked in, he's supposed to stab him for him to even get there. He's supposed to hook him. He hooks the soul out, like that's the whole... whatever. Rookie, you feel your soul begin to rip apart in 1,000 different directions as your consciousness fades into oblivion. With your last bit of cognizance, you remember your Wayfinder. In the last second act of desperation, you trigger the Wayfinder from inside the Thresh lantern. Darkness surrounding you is instantly replaced by a binding light, and you fall endlessly through a snow-white void. Until finally your eyes find color. Kid? Kid, you're awake! Hey, there you are! I knew you'd pull through. How did I end up here? I was a Thresh lantern, and you hid the Wayfinder just in time. Saved all our asses. Guess I'll have to find someone else to slap. You're gonna have to face it, rookie. You're a goddamn hero. So is everyone in this place. You'll all held your own I couldn't be more proud to call myself your leader. So what happens now? Are we to live together in those headquarters like a big Sentinel family? I'm afraid I must depart soon, Gwen. The Lunari need me, as does Targon. But in a way, we will see each other every night. Oh, shall we designate a meeting area? Just stand in the moonlight, Gwen, and I will be there. I too must go. Ionia beckons. The land is still vulnerable, and I must be there to protect it. Oh, well, I hope to see you again, very soon. More sarcasm. No, that was sincere. Rengar thanks you for restoring his confidence. I've taken an impressive trophy to mount on the wall of my lair. Whenever I look at it, I'll remember how it once stuck fear in me. And now, I overcame that fear to regain my place as the apex predator. Good job, Cal. Why'd you kill? Rengar reveals he's holding what appears to be a severed wraith hand. Oh wow, I did not know you could do that with wraiths. Learn something new every day. Well, Olaf, I know this mission wasn't quite what you wanted. It's true. I've still not gotten my honorable death. There is hope. I think I may have found a new, capable foe. Hey, Axemen, did you really cut my line? Yes, I cut all your damn lines. Now, are we gonna fight or keep talking about it? It sure was a memorable heist. Ain't every day a man makes a new best bud. For the last time, we're not buds, let alone best ones. You say that. We got a lot in common, you and me. 2 peas in a pod. Oh no, we don't. I am a seasoned monster slayer, and you are a thieving lowlife. See the distinction? Ah, be fair now, Vayne. When was the last time you saw me thieving? 2 minutes ago, when you walked out of the weapons vault. With that rifle stashed under your coat. Sure enough, Graves pulls the Sentinel rifle out of the back of his coat. Oh, how'd that get in there? Someone trying to frame me for stealing. Who am I kidding? Yes, I'm stealing it, Vayne. And if you can't accept that about me, well then, I reckon we ain't meant to be best buds just yet. That's fine with me, completely fine. When you come to your senses, look me up in Bilgewater. Bye now. I suppose this is the part where I sneak off into the shadows. Akshan, thank you for everything. And good luck reviving Shadia. I think the time has passed for that. Shadia must remain at rest. But that is okay. It's more important that I revive her ideas and continue her sentinel work. That is how she can truly live forever. That's very poignant. You know, for someone who disregards rules and regulations so much, you sure are dependable. He's long gone, darling. Oh, yeah, that's on character. Looks like everyone's gone. Guess this part where we all go back to our normal lives, huh? Don't suppose I'll have much of a normal life until I track down Thresh and put an end to it. Guess that means I'll be tracking him too. If I could find another Sentinel to take my post in 𝗬𝗪𝗪. I thought you'd never ask. You're to track down newly handsome Thresh. And I'll represent the Sentinels in 𝗬𝗪𝗪. But the Mage Shakers approve of that, you being part of a secret organization that uses magic weapons. Of course they wouldn't. What can I say? Guess I live for danger. Look me up. Next Harrowing. Miss? Yes, Gwen. You and Lucian are still together? Of course, Scissors. Why wouldn't we be? You seemed dreadfully sore at the one and another before. I thought perhaps you were parting ways. You should be parting ways. Well, Gwen, love is complicated, I suppose. You see, the thing is, what you need to know about love is, hell, I ain't good at this. May I? Please do go on. Love is a balancing act. It's about knowing when to let someone go and knowing when to fight to keep them. Both Sen and Lucian could stand to learn a thing or two. The way I see it, Lucian, you were wrong to interfere with Senna's personal fight against the Ruined King. You need to check your ego and stop trying to make everything about you. Senna, Lucian, was just expressing his concern for your safety. Well, look at that. Rook's a damn marriage counselor. Oh, Rookie did not just say that. Is Rookie wrong though? Let's get back to the easy stuff, like taking down Thresh. Yeah, where do you reckon he ended up? I figured he'd have come here, with us, when Rookie used the Wayfinder. Bastard could be anywhere. We'll find him. Enjoy your little victory, Sentinels. My lantern awaits you all.
All this in the name of love.
Why? What was the purpose of this whole event? Really? What was the purpose of this event? Like, what was the point of the entire Shadow Isles? What was the point of the Ruined King? What was the point of Yorick? What was the point of the Maiden? What was the point of Thresh? Like, dude, if you don't care about the lore, if you genuinely work at Riot and plan to make an event and you don't care about the lore, why make a lore event? You genuinely do not care about the lore. You don't. You didn't care to go over all the history of what you're going to write about. You didn't care of doing the research. You didn't care of sitting down and fighting for certain things and saying that this doesn't make sense because it will ruin things. You didn't give a fuck. Zero fucks given. All the world building, all the characters, everything that has been created for the past decade, 10 years that these characters have been with us. You didn't give a fuck about that. You just wanted to please someone. You made a Shadow Isle event. And had everyone fight the Ruined King. Besides anyone from the fucking Shadow Isles. Where the fuck is 𝗬𝗂𝗪𝗏? Where the fuck is Callista? Where is Hecarim? What the fuck do you mean? Yorick just came, gave him some fucking water drops and didn't have anything to do with it besides letting go of a fucking wraith that was supposed to be Isolde, and then she comes back as if there's no actual, like, what the, who the fuck wrote this? Who wrote this? Who wasted all these resources and all this unspeakable talent on this fucking trash? And you can hate me, whoever works at Riot, and if you're watching me right now, you can hate me all you want. But I don't give a fuck! Because I just wasted years of sitting down and reading and learning and teaching and explaining. And for what? So you would just spit in our faces? This is not disappointment. This is fucking betrayal. I don't know how the fuck you're going to fix this. I genuinely don't know how the fuck you're going to fix this. Besides telling me that all of this is just absolute fucking trash, non-canon, garbage, happy story that someone had in a fever dream. Go back. Read everything you've been reading for the past 10 years. Everything that I've been reading for the past 10 years. And fix this. You want me to pay you money? I will personally invest into these fucking writers. Make books, not skins. Make events that actually matter. And I'll buy each and every fucking pass that you want me to buy. I'm not sitting here and waiting to get all of this content for free. If you want me to pay for it, I will, but this is... If you don't care about the lore, then why should we? Give me a reason. I want to detach so bad. I don't want to be emotionally invested in this, but I am. And it sucks. None of this is canon. None of it. And it's not a heartfelt version of the actual story. None of this is canon. This is all absolute fucking bullshit. All of it. I don't want to edit this in the wiki. I refuse to include it in myself. I can't bring myself to have this anywhere. I completely understand you. I was so excited for this. I just couldn't wait to see what what everyone in the Shadow Isles is gonna do. How they're gonna end this. Now we'll just have to wait for them to unbind Hecarim, unbind Callista, unbind Yorick, unbind 𝗬𝗀𝗪𝗲, unbind 𝗵𝗁𝗪, all of them. Make them into sexy characters that Vayne can simp. Because there's literally no point in the Shadow Isles anymore. You completely retconned an entire country. Congratulations. Single-handedly, with one event, you completely retconned an entire place. The reason why I got into lore, the reason why I started to play this game, was not retconned. All this passion, all these emotions that I had so dear to me are now gone. "10 years of your career to be slapped in the face is not right, and right needs telling. They have forgotten their own old lore and would rather pump skins than do anything about their older stuff and legends. It's disgusting and disappointing. Well, feel you, Dinka." Do you think it would have been at least better if Yorick, Gwen, and the maiden died, and the rest of the Sentinels at least got badly wounded at the end? I mean, no one, not even the bad guys, died, only the wraiths. They can't kill off entire characters, because then you technically can't play these characters in-game. Therefore, you can't be making an event. Like, from the beginning, this was a whole mess, right? Like, trying to understand how the hell are you going to go about this? Because, like, if you want to make a massive harrowing, then who is going to take responsibility? Who's gonna die? What are you gonna do? The fact that Pantheon just randomly awoken, he didn't regain his own senses, he just... You know? Oh, whoops, I almost ended the world here. Misfortune, karma, like, what the fuck? You could have killed the rookie. The rookie should have died. The rookie should have died. You should have sacrificed the rookie to Thresh, and everybody could have, like, gotten away somehow. There is no happy endings when the harrowing is coming for you. So at least you could have made it bittersweet. I agree, the rookie should have never existed. This whole thing should have never existed. It's not an ending because there's definitely gonna be more. They want to probably do a Sentinels of Light Part 2, and they're going to be fighting against Unbound Thresh. And whatever the fuck. Yeah, Unbound Thresh is canon now. No more Thresh. All the Thresh is gone. Yep. And he had become the new king of the Shadow Isles. Even though the Shadow Isles had never had a king to begin with. Not even Viego. Viego wasn't the king of the Shadow Isles. Viego was the king of 𝗂𝗵𝘃. And he was just using the Shadow Isles because he lived in the Shadow Isles and that's where he died. And Thresh never gave a fuck about being royalty. Suddenly does care about that and he wants power. And he wants all that shit. And he wants to be human as well. Right shit for doing this to all of these players. I played since season 2 and they killed all of my loyalty towards League. Man, fuck them for doing this to the community. Right should just change the game name of League of China, make everyone use Mandarin version. But that's not true, Rare. That's not true. This is not China's fault. It has nothing to do with China. This is the West. I'm playing this on eUni. They could have had all those changes done for China, just like they did with other lore. Like the fact that nobody knows that Diana and Leona are gay. Or that Varys has 2 gay men inside of him. Just like they did the same thing in Russia. They can censor that shit. They just don't include it in there. And those who want to see it just open up their VPNs. This is not China. China wasn't behind writing this entire event. Unbound Thresh is definitely China's fault. Riot changed Thresh only because China. No, they didn't change it just because of China. I've already shown what the actual censored version of Thresh looks like in China. And it doesn't look like Unbound Thresh. The only reason that Unbound Thresh looks like it is because they wanted to be sexy and they wanted to sell. That is all. They wanted to be appealing. They want him to be seducing. That's it. Unbound Thresh wouldn't have Spectre abs if that's not what they wanted for him to have. He would have had his actual face, the actual face that they had shown us years ago in the book that we all purchased, by the way. Everything in my head is telling me to not feel so passionate about this, but I do. I was so in love with their lore and everything, and now I feel so empty and just why. Yeah, I feel the same. Now we can sit and cry together. Oh my god. Here I thought I'm gonna get frustrated and cry just by playing ranked games. No. I guess this is it, huh? You feel empty? Yeah, me too. Yeah. Betrayal is the only way I can really describe it. Yeah, Rube. I've never felt this betrayed in my life, really. I know it sounds so dramatic, and also like in general, like sitting here and probably being so emotional and crying is probably going to be so ridiculous to so many people because, you know, this is just a game. You shouldn't take it so seriously. The ruined Pantheon for me, my favorite character who was all about overcoming great powers and not being controlled. They just made him so lame now. His voice lines about him overcomes things just sound pathetic. Agreed. Yep. Agreed. Completely agreed. There are videos of the redesigning Unbound Thresh, and they give him an interesting aura. Fancy evil king like armor. Yeah, it's Skyne's video. Which is great. He did such a great job. Really did an amazing job on it. Do you think things will maybe get better with a Ruined King game? I'm honestly scared of it now. After Riot Massacred, this huge lore event that fucking badly, I honestly don't know. I mean, I have great hopes for Riot Forge. And I really hope that no one who was like managing this, because this is not the writers, this is the management. I'm gonna say it again, it's not the writers who sat down and wrote all of this and were okay with this. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the writers who did this weren't okay with this. Because if I feel like this about it, I can't imagine what the people who had to go through this, who actually lived this, thought of this, and wrote this over the years had felt. Dinka, it's not dramatic. We're all talking about 10 years, 10 freaking years of work towards something so big to get destroyed in just one event. How could someone not be sad about it? I started League because of friends and used to love the lore because it used to have a world that the company also seemed to care about. And then the retcon happened and disconnects with newer champions, and now this. Guess I got some new free time. It's not dramatic, it's just like any other game or history lore that people care about. It's passion or something you fancy and it gets ruined. Of course you feel sad about it. This whole thing is bullshit. People saying this probably cried while watching Twilight. Twilight was a mess to begin with. The fourth book was absolute trash. Wait, but like there's a difference between reading like 3 books about like a teenage rom-com, drama, romance, and 10 years of stories that you have read over the years. I know how you feel because I too get attached easily to fictional characters and worlds. It's okay to cry and feel frustrated. You spend so much time and resources into the lore, and it's your passion. It's not ridiculous to be sad about it all. One of the characters I loved the most when I started playing League was 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and he didn't show up at the event he was supposed to. The writers like Jared at least gave us Yorick. Imagine without him fighting for it. He wouldn't even get Yorick cameo. Exactly, the fact that Jared had to fight for Yorick to be in this is just mind-boggling to me. And Yorick barely even had anything in here. Whoever he had to fight against for this, I don't fucking know. I don't even know what to say about them. Didn't they basically spoil the game by showing the destiny of misfortune turning evil, or most likely it will be placed after the event? No, I think this is going to be like a prequel to the game. Wasn't the person that wrote this event the one that also wrote Yorick's lore? No, because there were several teams. There were entire teams who worked on this. It's not just one person, it's just like a group of like 5 people. There were entire teams. Which is why I know that a lot of the people on these teams didn't agree to it and were just forced to write whatever the fuck the management told them to. So is Senna fully alive now? Does it mean she can't use her W&E? I don't fucking know anymore. Riot forced writers to write this like 15-year-olds that don't know what the lore of the game is and can't roleplay or have any experience. By the way, did I mention that Riot stole my champion and made Jin Kane Samira and a couple more taking bits and pieces? Shit, people, I got nothing out of it. Like, I was so excited for some of the skins because, yeah, I like the skins except for Thresh, but every time I want to play, like, Ruined Karma or Sentinel Aurelia, I'm gonna remember this, they ruined the lore and skins. I want to refund my Karma skin. I want to refund my Karma skin. I don't want that skin anymore. I want a refund. I want the skin. I don't know. I don't want its chromas. I did not pay my money for this shit. True keeper of the lore and us as your children united in this love, this passion for this world. We've just seen it crush and burn. Realities that we matter so little and nothing Riot can do will never redeem them of this. I just hope that whatever happens next, you will stay strong for yourself and us. Wait, isn't the comic explaining the invasion of 𝗬𝗪𝘃 by Hecarim? Where the fuck is Heka? We are in 𝗬𝗪𝘃. Oh right, I completely forgot that there's a whole comic that I need to read too. Let's expend our disappointments. The thing is, like, the comic doesn't even matter because the comic is basically a retelling of what's going on in the actual thing, so it's a retelling of the visual novel. Shadow Isle side of the ruination. You're getting close, fair king. The prize you have sought for so long, almost within your reach. Speak of my queen as a prize again, Thresh, and I will flay your soul. What scraps I would leave off you would be savored by my children. Your children? What? 1,000 pardons, Great One. Truly, I see the greatness of your vision and only seek how I might serve. To see it, realize. I love how he's already, like, unbound here. Serve me. You held a piece of her in your grasp, bound to that woman, and you let her escape. My love was shattered, and I have labored all this time to collect her pieces. Only for you to let one of the last ones slip through your fingers. I could cast you into oblivion here and now. Spare me, King Viego. I can do much. I did bring you back. Careful, wretch. Perhaps you can be of use to my court. I will spare you for now, but cross me, and you shall know suffering you cannot yet conceive. Oh, my king, suffering is my specialty, and I can show you someone most deserving of it. Sentinels of Light headquarters. I can't lose Senna again. We did well putting together the team we have, but it ain't enough to stop the Ruined King. The thought of failing, the price it means, stole my sleep, so I put that sleeplessness to use, poring over old lore, trying to find anything that could give us an edge. And I found it. Shurima fallen does an empire at Lost Sentinels, a member of the Order with a weapon that can not only take life but restore it. Senna will be angry, but if this lost sentinel and their weapon can save her, I'll bear that. Didn't anyone teach you to knock? Drop the pistol, you won't like how a fight goes. Who are you? No politeness at all. Limited person in place of business demanding this and that, pointing guns. You. Are you the lost sentinel? I've been searching for you. The name's Akshan, and you'd be meeting my teacher, Shadia. You're a week late on meeting her. She's dead. I need to know how. My master met her, and at the hands of a local warlord. Yeah, we know this whole entire story, so like, what's the point of this comic? I really don't understand. I've gathered. Oh, right. The point of this comic is for the Wild Rift game. But I need to see this through. She's important to me. I doubt you'd understand. You, the pain of loss is unbearable, isn't it? The soul becomes hollow without her, screaming to be restored. Your great love still carries a peace of mind within her. She returned to you, and you would deny me the same. Take me to her, and continue to live ignorant of the torment I can bestow. For all you've done to us, to this world, you think I'd help you. Never. Boo boo boo. Angry, angry. Perhaps your love will. Boo boo boo. Angry, angry. We're fighting. He's dead. Water and shade. Beasts lovely to visit, but best be on your way now. I like that he says water and shade. That's a nice touch. Him telling him about how he survived. Now Akshan, now we are ready. To be continued. Yeah, we know everything about it. Maybe if you play a game, you could take your mind off of your sadness and kill all that sadness that sadden you. At least the art team did one heck of a job. Dinka, can you smile for me? I'm feeling a bit sad. No, I can't. Good idea, right? Playing League is the last thing I would do when I fell down. Yeah. Your bell icon is flashing? Oh god. Rare. Congratulations. Horned Owl to cheer you up. I used my last RP for this. I'm not giving Riot more money. Thank you. I'll have to change that into the Horned Owl then. Oh, but I guess it's not working because I need to update it. League of Legends. Gotta love it. Thank you, Proud. I hope that maybe someone for the writing team behind Riot would speak up as to why the event is a flop and the champions are out of characters, with no shitting on the fans or making an excuse or a way to dodge the question, but an actual answer. Does this event feel like more like Catch the MacGuffin first rather than a tragic messed up story? Yeah. Join in the petition to hope for a rewrite in the story. Oh, I don't think 100 signatures is really what's gonna work for it. Is really what's gonna help here. We need like at least 50,000, 10,000 minimum. Feeling a bit off, and we all are. We would really appreciate if you just give us a smile, please. Dude, you can't fucking force me to smile when I'm like not in the mood. Like, what do you mean give me a smile? I don't want to smile. I'm not in the mood. They will release a new dev blog in a few weeks where they talk about it, and that is just wasn't perfect, but the idea was good. Yeah, I guess. Will I play Stardew today? I don't know. I don't want to do anything now. It kind of just ruined everything for me. I'm in a mood of group sobbing. Yeah, Offic, exactly. Same. I'm worried about what they're going to do with the Void event. With the strategy they used for this event, they're going to leave characters like Cho'Gath cute or comic relief. Yeah, pretty much. Thanks, Cupcakes. See you, Obelisk. RMF, Draven, and all the ex-Ruin champions still in the Shadow Isles? Did Rukia left them there? Oh, I guess so. Well, I guess we'll just never know, huh? The fact that MF was literally stabbed with a sword through her chest from the back, and the fact that they never killed Viego just unruined everything. That makes sense. Yeah. Ruin champs are on Isles, and they left Viego alone, not guarded in Commodore. Yep. Bent walk back to Targon, small trek, neat little hike. Hey, Johnny. When they said they would make the event like Spirit Blossom, they didn't take into account that Spirit Blossom didn't had any 10-year lore behind it. So they did anything they wanted in Spirit Blossom. Yep, pretty much. Riot must address their intent with the story progression, not beat around the bush. Are they going to try their best worst to keep the status quo, or will they stop being afraid to kill characters for story's sake? They can't kill characters for story's sake, because it's not about the story's sake, it's about the game as well. You can't kill off characters, therefore you cannot make world-ending stories where characters should be dying. It pains me to say that Ruined Karma was a gift of mine as a tribute to my anniversary being around this channel. I've seen your biggest grow, been through ups and downs, and this down is the worst one, but we all will stand by your side. Hell, the Lore Mother. Yeah, Proudy, let me remind me to get you a skin back for that Ruined Karma. Because you shouldn't have spent your money on it. The difference between this event and Spirit Blossom is that spirits in the event are not established characters. Exactly, they look like them, but it's not them. That's why they could get away with it, exactly. And that's why all of us were fine with it, and we went along the idea of how ironic so many of these characters were, like Thresh being fucking sexy as hell, and, you know, all of that. But in this case, they clearly didn't read anything. They clearly, like... And I keep saying they, but I don't really know. Like, I can't be blaming people. Management. I'm just going I'm going to blame whoever greenlighted this. Whoever read this and said, yes, send this off, this is who I'm going to be blaming. Because the writers are just doing their job. Thought the whole point of the separating the game and the lore was to allow characters' death and story progression to happen. If not, what was the point of establishing the lore and the universe and planting the idea of a live and dynamic world? You find ways around it, Chaos, but you can't actually remove entire characters from the game. Let's say you are a Yorick main, and you play Yorick, and then they decide that they're going to kill off Yorick. After years of you playing that champion, what was the point? Then what was the point of you spending money on skins, on that champion, learning how to play them? Like, do you understand that there's more to it than just, like, lore? Physical champions are more important than the lore. Like, business-wise. Asking the question of why is everyone hunting everybody else and trying to kill one another is a different thing. And that's their way of... that's their job to try and find a way around that, because that's the mess that they have started. And that's the canon that they had. Just killing off characters is not a solution. That's bad writing. Let's pray for the best to happen and Riot finally opens their eyes and change whatever they had. But there should be no problem killing off some characters. They are legends after all. As long as their stories live on, there should be no problem in-game. If you are far enough in the lore that you did it, maybe, but we are nowhere near there. Nowhere near it. The Shadow Isles, like the harrowing, all of that, this is not how it should have started, and this is not how it should have ended. That's not how we've seen it. They changed everything last minute, retconned entire histories, and then went ahead to like make up some fucking bullshit excuses for everything. When like we've been waiting for this for years. This is our long-awaited Shadow Isles event. We are probably not going to get a Shadow Isles event anytime soon. I might be in my 40s by the time that time comes, because it's been 10 years since the last time I've heard anything about the Shadow Isles. So it's pretty ironic they called the game League of Legends, yet the characters felt stupid and anime-ish. Now Riot's gonna be like, Volibear was Tiber's all along and Mordekaiser is Rel's horse. For real though. I just want them to tell us that none of this is canon. That is all. Just tell me none of this is canon. None of this is canon. This has all been a big fat lie. We're never going to say any of this again. Alright. Well, this was lovely. Very depressing. It's 12 p.m. for me. Like, I wanna do some more things with you guys, but like, I'm just not in the right mental for this right now. Alright, well, this was it. I will make a massive video about this. Expect a video on all of this in the next couple of days. I already started writing everything, so now I just need to add some of the things that made me so infuriated. And in the video, I will also ask why, how can we change this so this is not gonna happen, because this is just terrible. But yeah, I will go de-stress, eat, take a nap. Thank you for joining. This started very fun and ended up being very depressing. But I literally feel like I'm going through a breakup right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you all guys next time. Bye bye.